fellow members,
各位朋友
friends,
各位同志
and comrades,
中国人民政治协商
this
会
is the
议
first session
第14
of the
届全国
14th
委员会
National
第一次会
Committee
议
of the CPPCC.
应出席委员2162
2,169 members are supposed to be present,
2132人
and the actual
符合
attendance
规定
is
人数
2,132. It is up to legitimate standard.
现在我宣布
Now I declare
中国人民政治协商
the
会议
first plenary session
第14
of
届全国委员会
the 14th
第一次会
CPC
议
National
开幕。
Committee officially begins.
请全体起立
Please all rise
唱国歌
and sing the national anthem. Please be seated. Upon our invitation, also with us today are General Secretary of the CPC Central Committee, President of the PRC, Chairman of the Central Military Committee, Comrade Xi Jinping, other leaders of the party and state, representatives of the CPC Central Committee, NPC, Standing Committee, and State Council, as well as Foreign Envoy to China, Overseas Chinese. A warm welcome to you all. We have two items on the agenda today. First of all, Comrade Wang Yang will deliver a work report on behalf of the Standing Committee of the 13th National Committee of the CPPCC.
Fellow members, on behalf of the Standing Committee of the 13th National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, I present this report on our work in the past 5 years and suggestions on our work going forward for your deliberation. 1. Our work in the past 5 years in review. The past 5 years has been an extraordinary period since the 19th Party Congress. The CPC Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping consolidated the strategic situation of the Chinese rejuvenation and world change unseen in a century, and has united and led the whole party, military, and people of all ethnic groups to effectively respond to the grave and complicated situation globally, as well as many risks and challenges. We have secured a victory in building a moderately prosperous society in all respects, and also to achieve the first centenary goal. And the party and the country have made remarkable achievements, making an irreversible historical progress in realizing great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation. Over the past 5 years, the CPC Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping Jinping, at its core, has strengthened its overall leadership over the CPPCC. And also for the very first time, we convened the Central Conference on CPPCC work and formulated suggestions on enhancing and improving the work in the CPPCC, providing a fundamentally political guarantee for developing the cause of CPPCC. The National Committee and Standing Committee of CPPCC have taken the Xi Jinping Thought on Socialism with Chinese Characteristics as the guidance and firmly implemented the spirit of the 19th and 20s of the Party Congress and preserved the nature and the position of CPPCC and followed the national priority of strategies and serve the overall picture. We pool the strengths and resources to realize the rejuvenation of the Chinese nation. We also made innovations in the CPPCC work in terms of practice, series, and institution in line with the time, thus demonstrating a new atmosphere and a new look of the CPPCC, making new contribution to the endeavor of the party and the country. The year 2022 is an important year on the history of the party and the country. The Standing Committee of the CPPCC National Committee gave the political priority to preparing for the CPC's 20th National Congress and studying, politicizing, implementing its guiding principles throughout the year. We earnestly performed the job in providing theoretical guidance, pulling strings, deliberating, offering suggestions, and also serving the overall interests of the country. In order to introduce the historical change and achievements since the 18th National Congress, we also invited more than hundreds of the members to talk about the stories in the new era. We also organized the 17 consultative events for implementing the 14th five-year plan and also made 75 investigations or on-site visits. And we organized 11 briefings on key concerned issues and also 11 lectures on the major projects, thus making contributions toward a steady and healthy economy, a thriving nation, a harmonious society, and a political environment of honesty and integrity. And we also guide the all participants from the different party organizations, the people from different ethnic groups and all walks of life to translate the two establishment and to uphold into their actions and also in all their endeavors. Over the past 5 years, we have done the following. First, we have made a deep study in implementing the Xi Jinping Thought on Socialism with Chinese Characteristics for a new era, ensuring the party exercise its overall leadership over CPPCC. We have acquired a deep understanding of CPPCC's nature, that CPPCC is an important body, that it is CPC-led multi-party cooperation and political consultation. By studying the innovative theory of the party, we have consolidated our fundamental ideology and also let the thoughts to steer our work going forward. We also improved a study institutional system centered by the theoretical study of the CPPCC party group. We organized 11 studying groups focusing on studying Xi Jinping Thought on Socialism with Chinese Characteristics in the new era, conducting 179 meetings and discussions. We also carried out themed education events. Let's never forget where you start, you can accomplish your mission. And we also study the party history and also to guide the party CPPCC members to constantly enhance identification with policies, thinkings, theories, and also the emotions. We also carried out the Xi Jinping Thought on improving and strengthening the work of the CPPCC. We continue to implement the central party meetings on CPPCC work, and also we reviewed the work implemented last year. We have constantly make our understanding on the pattern of CPPCC work. Regarding the implementing of the guidance on strengthening the party building in the CPPCC for the new era, we convened the first symposium under this theme and also formulated and refined the system of parties' overall leadership over CPPCC and implementing key decisions of the deploy of CPPCC, of the CPC, and also the Xi Jinping's important guidance on accountability inspection. We also establish once per year standing committee meeting mechanism, as well as the institute of a specialized committee by party group to report their work to CPPCC party branch, and also the rules on working on different party branch groups, as well as comments on job performing. By doing so, the party group of CPPCC could have a full coverage of party members in the CPPCC, and also the party can have the overall coverage of CPPCC work. We earnestly practice the 8-point decision on improving work conduct, and also help to create a good system featuring a strong party building, a good leadership on teams, helping performing the job, and also to building unity. Second, we also earnestly perform our duties and fulfill our responsibilities to do a good job with the focus on the top priority of the party and the country. We pursue the act on the general principle of pursuing progress while ensuring stability, applying the new development philosophy in full and right way and endeavor, and also promote high-quality development. We have the discussions on different themes, including fostering a new pattern of development, developing real economy, promoting major innovation, and promoting healthy development of new energy vehicle industry, securing national food security, advancing fighting against pollution, building higher level peaceful China, doing a better job in education, and making our contribution to the construction of the Great Canal Civilization Belt, and also the overseas economic and trade cooperation zones. These are the topics related to economic and social development. At the same time, we also discuss about the topics regarding population aging, public cultural services in rural areas, take-out food safety supervision, and the formulation and amendment of the law regulation. These are the real problems concerned to people's interests, and we make a thorough selection of the topics and also made in-depth surveys to provide the accurate suggestion. In formulating and implementing 14th five-year plan, we also made our due contribution during the whole process. We carried out 35 meetings to build up the advisory suggestions. After the fifth plenary session of the 19th Party Congress, we also had a standing committee meeting to study the spirit of the 14th five-year plan to make our suggestions, and in order to make contribution to the securing decisive victory in poverty alleviation, and also to ensure a smooth transition from the consolidating, expanding the poverty alleviation effort to rural revitalization. We made 71 visits or on-field visits to contribute our share. And we also perform our job earnestly in terms of a major epidemic prevention and control, building sound public service system, emergency response system. We relied on a job performing platform, organized the specific questionnaire covering all members of CPPCC, leveraging the role of the seminars, the proposal handling, and also reflecting the people's will. And we received 3,500 pieces of suggestions or the problem reporting. These all help us to collect all this information as the reference for the decision making. Third, we improve the higher quality of a consultation, better leveraging the role as a designated consultative body. We doubled our efforts in enriching the consultative forms, optimizing consultative procedures, and improving its capability. We refined the consultative and deliberating and offering suggestion system by lighting the plenary session as the leading part, special topic, the standard committee meeting, and also the consultative meeting as the major part, and also the routine conference as the normal practice. And we also organize 105 the key political and consultative events, and this helped to better leverage the role of CPPCC in national governance system by conducting regular proposal handling, the consultation meeting, and with the relevant social sectors and departments. We also invite the members from different industries and to talk about the rural modernization and also the education, the common prosperity, to discuss in details. We organized 74 meetings in this kind. Driven by the result of consultation, we encourage the members to carry out a self-survey and also explore the evaluation in terms of the proposal quality, and also refined the consultation results, report, summit, feedback system, as well as a further application system. And we also embrace the key supervision topic into the annual consultative plan. Approved by the Central Party Committee, we focused on the 14th five-year plan to carry out a specific topic on democratic supervision, as well as ex-serviceman guarantee policies, the tourism, soil protection, and other 10 topics in regard, and also help to push the government and the country's policies better implemented. We help to improve the working mechanism in order to pull the different ideas and suggestions across the board, and also to build the documents regarding the further strengthening the responsibilities and duties of the members. Based on the party documents and political documents, we have taken the CPPCC charter as the base, and also to consider the CPPCC Institute as the main body to build up the whole system, make sure that the members can perform their job in a more closer and a smooth manner in order to produce a obvious result. So we would like to build a good environment where members can actively speak out freely and express their views in a rational and appropriate manner and in accordance with the law. We also implement the suggestions and strengthening and improving the county-level CPPCC work in the new era in order to help the work on the ground to better implement it. Fourth, we carried out the work on pooling the consensus, helping the party to lead the country and also the people to govern the country, that help to lay the solid foundation in terms of policy and the social structure. We scrapped the good understanding of the requirement of the time and also to find the feature of the work, and we also to find the opportunities provided by the key milestones to strengthen the ideological work by taking the key events such as the 70th anniversary of the founding of New China and the centenary of CPC. These help us to organize the different lectures and to pull the members all together to form the better unity. And we also expand the mechanism and also the working channels so that we have this kind of a communication system in place. We invited the 3,994 times person to have this communication, so in a very candid way, with different themes, such as studying the 100 years history of the party to promote the 4 identifications. We organized 34 special surveys in different social sectors, and also to produce the different series and documentary of the communist spirit, and also 46 lectures to tell the story of the multi-party cooperation, and also organized the 68 times of the promotion to talk about the CPC's United Front. We also encourage the members to conduct self-education and also encourage them to love reading. We have established the online and offline facilities under the umbrella of the CPPCC Reading Academy. And we also have available the 147 reading groups to study the party's history, to better understanding the Xi Jinping's thought on ecological civilization and the Chinese culture's origin. By doing so, that can help to improve the skill set of the members and also to reach the consensus. This also helps the members talk to each other across different sectors and also to answer the questions from the public. And this can also help the members be the good advocates of the policy and also be the most closest person to the people. Fifth, we have fully leveraged the role of the CPPCC as the most inclusive patriotic united front organization, pulling the strengths of the sons and daughters of the Chinese nation to realize the goal of national rejuvenation. The CPPCC adapted to the times to organize the great unity and solidarity, and we also have promoted harmony in relations between political parties, between ethnic groups, religious, the social strata, or compatriots at home and abroad. By taking the opportunity of the 110th anniversary of the Revolution of 1911, we have further pushed the confidence in national reunification and expanding common ground and achieving the greatest possible convergence of interests, and also build a strong sense of community among the Chinese nation. We have organized different kinds of the communication mechanism, and we received a proposal 1,675 under the name of the different parties, and also 502 speeches, and also to have conducted 40 activities. We invited the non-party members to involve in performing their job, and we also invite the people from different sectors, including the non-public economic sector as well as the new social strata, to involve in our events. We also made a further survey to build up the community of the Chinese nation. We also had a specific survey under the theme of the ethnic minorities and religions, in order to build up the capability of people loving the country and loving Hong Kong and Macau. We also encourage the members from Hong Kong SAR and also the Macau SAR to make their voice heard in terms of the Hong Kong National Security Act and improving the electoral system of the Hong Kong SAR by National People's Congress. We also involved to hold the exhibition commemorating the 75th anniversary of the recovery of Taiwan by the motherland, and also organized the Street Forum Community Governance Forum in order to strengthen ties with relevant political parties, organizations, and individuals in Taiwan. We also have invited the Chinese overseas to attend the meetings as non-voting members and also involve them to the BRI initiative. following the nation's foreign affairs work plan, we strengthened a friendly communication and exchange with people from different countries, as well as the political organizations and the media and think tanks. We also taken this opportunity to introduce and promote the Xi Jinping thought on socialism with Chinese characteristics for the new era, the national governance, all process people's democracy, the system of the CPPCC, so people can have a better understanding and recognition of China's past and development model. And we also organized a front group with the Africa and also invite the foreign envoys in China and overseas students to visit CPPCC. We also organize the specific forum and the meetings on the United Front of Socialist countries, and we also support the international communication by the China Economic and Social Council, and we also carry forward the fighting spirit. CPPCC issued stern statements against acts concerning Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Xinjiang by the U.S. Congress and the European Parliament and Pelosi's visit to China's Taiwan region, and we firmly defend the sovereignty, security, and development interests. 6, we have promoted innovation in our work to better serve our duties and also improve our working efficiency. We have integrated the fine tradition and also the innovative way to conduct our work, and we focus on how to better and effectively carry out our work. We also touch great importance on the internet. We conducted different meetings online and also the consultative, the remote consultation events. We have the 144 chatting groups with 91,000 people giving their suggestions. And these proposals we received online reached 92.17%. That also helped to increase the participation of members and also our working efficiency. At the same time, we also have focused on the quality of proposals and also the quality of handling proposals. We have further optimized the consultative mechanism of proposals, and also we have the 100 important and influential key proposals over the past 7 decades. Over the past 5 years, we received 29,323 cases of proposals and also filed 23,818 cases with the rate of 99.8% done. And we also to expand the channels of receiving the people's wills and also to better serve the party's policy. And we also help to make our contribution in the country's history and culture work. And we also help to publish a cultural basis regarding the experience and the journeys witness and experience by CPPCC. And we have also formulated and studied the suggestions on enhancing and improving CPPCC work, and we also conduct meetings with localities and giving guidance to the CPPCC work in different levels. We also organize the meetings to promoting the ideas of CPPCC work in order to strengthen the ideological construction and management.
7. We have strengthened self-improvement in order to lay a solid foundation for our work. We have adapted to the new requirements of the CPPCC. The CPPCC members should show their responsibilities as hosts and specialists, as well as service providers of authorities at all levels. And these efforts should be unified in building of an effective consultancy body. We should also strengthen our political capabilities, strengthen our responsibility, and enhance performance, and host seminars at all levels for the members. We organize the members to participate in reports, meetings, and seminars, and compile textbooks for the teams of the members. We have also invited president members to carry out inspections at the local level. We have altogether invited 716 person time to participate at the Standing Committee's meetings. This performance evaluation system has been optimized, including the performance file, the statistics, as well as the reports. We have also established awards. We have carried out the 3 award granting ceremonies with 60 awardees and 28 additional nominees. We have held special work meetings of the National Committee of the CPPCC, stipulated codes of the special committees. We have also established this evaluation system and work method for evaluation of the quality for consultancy. The special committees should perform important duties to connect the members and provide services to them. We should also strengthen the capability building at the local level and improve their abilities. We also implemented epidemic control measures, organize our meetings and mechanisms in a new way so that it can be more effective. We also carried out inspection duties so as to ensure that the cadres are more disciplined and hardworking at their daily life. Fellow members, the achievements in the past 5 years is attributable to the strong leadership of the CPC Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core, and also to the synergy of CPPCC at all levels. It is also attributable to your contribution and outstanding performance as CPPCC members. On behalf of the Standing Committee, I'd like to express my heartfelt thanks to you all. However, we shouldn't ignore the fact that we still have a lot of room for improvement in our work. The performance mechanism should be more systemized, standardized, and programmed. And this interactions and expression of opinions should be further strengthened. Our efficacy and level should be further improved. We should continue to build consensus and carry out democratic inspection and supervision and communicate to the people better. We believe in the future work, we should continue to improve work in all of the fronts mentioned above. Second, important takeaways of the 5 years' work. The 13th CPPCC studied carefully General Secretary Xi Jinping's instructions on improving the work of CPPCC, and in practice, we further deepened our recognition and understanding of CPPCC's work. First, we must unswervingly stick to the comprehensive leadership of the CPPCC. This is the fundamental political principle that the CPPCC must adhere to, and also the biggest political consensus by all parties, groups, and ethnic minorities of the CPPCC. In the past 17 years, the history has proven that the stronger the party's leadership, the more prosperous the CPPCC's work would be, and the more pronounced the systematic advancement. The party's leadership must be carried through and be translated into concrete actions, as well as our working plan, performance, as well as self-improvement. We must fully understand the concepts of two establishments to strengthen four awarenesses as well as four confidences, and to implement the two safeguards. The party should strengthen its leadership over the CPPCC and the leadership over the organization system as well as mechanisms, so that the CPPCC can become an important platform for the party to strengthen its leadership on work of all fronts. The innovative theories of the party should be able to unite and educate the lead people of all ethnic groups to form synergy, build consensus, and ensure party's comprehensive leadership of the CPPCC. Second, we must thoroughly understand the nature and positioning of the CPPCC. This is the prerequisite for the CPPCC to stay on the right path and to unleash its biggest potential. The CPPCC, as an organization to carry out the United Frontier, this multi-party cooperation and a political consultancy mechanism, and is also the special mechanism to realize whole process people's democracy. Consultancy is the brightest feature and advancement and advantage of the CPPCC mechanism, and also important concept and basic methods. We should further promote unity and multi-party cooperation to practice the people's democracy. The special consultancy body is our nature, and it's also an embodiment of the new concept of the CPPCC at a new era. CPPCC itself is not a body of negotiation, but an important consultancy platform to practice democracy and participate in decision-making process of all parties. The members of all parties and different ethnic groups should be translated into decision choices. The party's proposals should also be translated into comprehensive consensus of people of all walks of life. This is how the CPPCC mechanism plays its role. 3. We must focus on the central work of consultancy and improve efficacy at the same time. This is also the new concept for the CPPCC at a new era in order to realize national rejuvenation. We also need to make it a long-term scheme to enrich this crowd consultancy mechanism. The content and formalities of consultancy should be further diversified. We need to focus on major issues of public concerns and make scientific choices and carry out discussions so that we can choose the proposals accurately, research thoroughly, and consult widely and achieve high-quality discussions. We must continue to strengthen the regulation and cultivate the culture and streamline the process and create an atmosphere for consultancy so that we can seek common grounds while reserving differences, be more candid in discussions, and be more interactive in in-depth meetings. We must continue to improve on the efficacy for consultancy. We should pull the wisdoms of the public together and work to serve the scientific decision-making process. And in this kind of improved consultancy, we can further showcase the unique advantage of the CPPCC as a consultancy body. 4. We must stick to the two major themes of unity and democracy. This is an embodiment of our nature, as well as our features and advantages. Political unity is the basis for democracy. Wide democracy, in turn, will strengthen political unity. A CPPCC will continue to work on the ground unity of all parties as well as people from all ethnic groups. Through consultancy, we can continue to form consensus. This is what true democracy looks like. The formation of consensus is the predisposition for the consolidation of unity and also the goal for democracy. It serves as the bridge to connect the political leadership as well as the formation of consensus. It should also be part of inspections, investigations, and consultancies. It should be reflected in the evaluation system for the performance of the CPPCC. The more difficult issues that we face, the more the CPPCC should shoulder its responsibility to promote democracy and unity. The CPPCC is in a position to explain, to interpret, to unite, and promote and form synergy to together realize the Chinese dream. 5. We should continue to strengthen the sense of responsibilities for the CPPCC members. This is the natural requirement to showcase the new bearings for the CPPCC in a new era. CPPCC membership is not only an honor but also a responsibility. We should keep in mind General Secretary Xi Jinping's requirement concerning the CPPCC members' sense of responsibility, disciplines, and working integrities. The CPPCC is for the people and country. We should also strengthen self-study, education, management, and supervision. The members should shoulder the major responsibilities and act as role models in their own working positions. CPPCC at all levels should strengthen its administration and optimize its services, and strengthen the incentives and disciplinary mechanisms so that the members can act their duties and perform it better in their work. 3. Suggestions for future work. The CPC 20th National Congress has laid a blueprint for the great rejuvenation of the country, and it points to the right direction for the cause of the party and the country. The CPPCC should continue to act according to General Secretary Xi Jinping's thoughts on socialism with Chinese characters for a new era, and the spirit and carry through the spirit of the work meeting of the CPPCC, perform its duties, and realize this whole process, people's democracy, to promote unity of Chinese. First, we should continue to study the important instructions of the CPC 20th National Congress, and this should be our top political priority. We should also strengthen trainings to CPC members, especially new members, to study the theme and essence and strategic deployment of the 20th National Congress, and to guide the members to keep in accordance with CPC Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core. We should also implement the requirement of the 20th National Congress on the work of CPPCC, strengthen party leadership, strengthen the United Front, as well as the democratic consultancy mechanism. The mechanism of the CPPCC should be more systemized, standardized, and programmed. We should also strengthen in-depth discussion and full expressions of opinions and form consensus so that the spirit of the 20th National Congress can be translated into concrete actions in our work. Second, consult on major issues concerning the party and the state. We should continue to build China into a comprehensive socialist modern country and work to realize the second centenary goals. The 5-spear integrated plan is our priority, and 4 comprehensive is our focus. We should continue to implement new development concepts, build new development scope, and discuss important matters in order to build consensus to form synergy. We should implement the regulations on CPC political consultancy work so that CPPCC can further promote the scientific and democratic decision-making process and consensus formulation. We should consult on strategic deployment of building China into a modern socialist country. We should optimize the inspection mechanism of the CPPCC, improve efficacy, and strengthen CPPCC's role in political inspection. 3. We should continue to build on consensus to promote unity. We must stay committed to the patriotic frontiers, strengthen unity and diversity, enrich the platform, strengthen consensus, build a sound communication mechanism with people, encourage and support the members to go to the grassroots level to interact with the people so that they can reflect the opinions and suggestions of the people, to publicize the national strategies and targets, to coordinate relations and address paradoxes so that people of all ethnic minorities can unite around the CPC. Fellow members, great achievements make us more resolved. Magnificent targets encourages us to forge ahead. Let us unite closer around CPC Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core. Guided by Xi Jinping's thoughts on socialism with Chinese characteristics for a new era, we will work hard and move forward to build a modern socialist country and realize the Chinese dream of national rejuvenation.
All right, that was